I am like playing some gymnastics over here. I've got so many things going on. The microphone is quite literally just out of frame. I have to like reach my hands out so far to even reach my journal because of the selfie stick being used to hold my phone is right in my face. But at least we're not doing actual gymnastics. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel called Violet Skies, and obviously by the title, we're taking a look inside of my reading journal to see what it looks like so far halfway through the year. But before we begin, I do have something I want to show you guys. I recently got me a book sleeve, and oh, okay, hey girl. She's just coming by to say hi, I guess. This is our cat Smiley. But I just recently got a book sleeve and like look how cute she is. But funny story with book sleeves, I used to really hate on them, thinking it was very silly and stupid to even have a fabric dust jacket, since you already have a dust jacket on your hardcover books. Why even bother with buying something extra? Okay, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to like get out of here because you are like stop, please. Okay, crisis averted. But yeah, I used to think it was very silly until I started reading my Fairy Loot books, and things kind of went a little bit south with one of my books. For the most part, not having a fabric dust jacket was honestly fine until some of the silver gilding on my Darker by 4 edition started rubbing off from me constantly touching it with my bare hands. So I just bit the bullet and bought me a fabric dust jacket, and it's actually doing me very well and I'm very happy. I actually got this fabric dust jacket from Charlie and Fox. They are a little bit more on the pricier side when it comes to things. I'm sure you can find something a lot cheaper on Amazon, but I've been looking at their stuff for a few months now, and I really wanted this one, but I had no use for a fabric dust jacket up until my books started getting damaged from touching them constantly. So I finally went ahead and bought me one. But enough talk about dust jackets and getting interrupted by my cats. Let's finally dive in and take a look at what's actually in this journal so far. Okay, so obviously the cover page isn't changing anytime soon. It's still gonna be the same. As for my current TBR, honestly, I'm doing a lot better than I thought I would be. I would say a good majority of the books I've been reading have been off of my physical bookshelf. Book spread is everything that I've got over here. Hello again, okay. She's just gonna continue switching sides, I guess. Obviously, this is all the books I've read so far this year, and then my book goal on this side. The progress on it was pretty great up until we kind of hit this area. It's looking a little bit sad. And then of course, new books that I have purchased. This is not fully up to date. I still have some more books that I need to fill in here. You can obviously see the ratio to bought to read. A lot more buying and a lot less reading, but I am still trying to currently go through all the current books that I own, so there's that. Obviously you can see a lot of what I have purchased and how much I've spent on said purchase. And then I have my pre-orders over here, which a lot of them I've already received. I still am waiting on a couple of them, but of course that's what that's here for, is just so I know when I order them and when I should be expecting them. My 26 books in 2026 is actually going fairly well. We are currently on Brighter Than 9, and for sure I do want to get the Thorn Queen and the Dragon in the Sun Lotus read this year, but I'm starting to have second doubts on whether I'll ever get to the Throne of Glass series this year, and also Dance of Thieves. Now, with my year in pixels, you can see a lot of blacked out days, which means I didn't read anything that day. Granted, I do have all of July to still fill out since I'm not that great at keeping up with it, but I do have all of the pages written down in my notes app. So one day I'll come in here and fill everything out all in one shot. It's also helpful for me to see where there could have been room to still continue to read. Like, look at all these blacked out days. Those could have been potential reading days, but at least that's information for me to reflect on. Basically same thing as the year in pixels, but I have the exact page numbers all written down. Obviously it still needs to be updated for June and July. Obviously this isn't going to get filled out until the very end of the year. And then here I had new releases, but I just haven't been using it. I only just recently filled these out since Fairyloot is having a lot of their books going up on sale soon. So I want to be keeping track of when those ones are going to be going on sale. This year I decided I wanted to be part of like a little reading journey thing. I don't really remember what to call them. For the most part, I have been participating in it. I've yet to like go in and really actually fill this out. I'm debating whether I put actual food items or books, or if I somehow squeeze in both of them, but we'll figure that out later. And this one's a little bit sad. I was gonna do a little Warrior Cats reading order section, but I just haven't really gone in to fill out all that information, because if you know about the Warrior Cats series, you know that it is extremely massive. Like, that is a huge task to undertake. And then now we're moving into the real meat and potatoes of this journal. Oh my gosh, the sun is fading so fast on me. Okay, so January. Only read a single book. I never really recorded this section because I just made it up on the spot and called it a day. Song of Silver, Flame Like Night was our first book of the year, and it got a lovely 5-star rating. A great start to the new year. Where did the sun go now? What the heck? Then we have February, quite literally the shortest month. And I actually really like how this came out. She was so cute. I initially ordered these thinking they were stickers. They came in and they were definitely not stickers. So we had to get creative. Dark Star Burning, Ash Falls White. I just continued on with the duology. Another 5-star read. And continuing the Asian trend, we had Demon in the Light, which is also finishing the Floating World duology, and I absolutely loved it. Another 5-star read. Then we have March. This might have been the best reading month I've had so far of 2026, with a total of 5 books. We first started out with the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. The first book I only gave 4.5 stars because I felt like something might have been missing. But then we get into the Ballad of Never After, and that one most definitely got me 5 stars. But then A Curse for True Love kind of also gave a 4.5 star rating, so we can see which one might have been the best book out of the 3. We needed a little bit of a palate cleanser, so we went with a novella. It surprisingly was a 4-star read for me. Normally a novella isn't all that, but this one kind of had me. And then of course we have the Dueling Crowns of Grim and Oro's POVs from Light Lark, and honestly it was 5 stars. I loved getting to see both of their POVs. So now we move into the month of April with 4 books read, kind of, sort of. Let me explain. So I did manage to read Crown Tide. We're continuing the Lightlark saga with a 5-star rating. And then we get into Project Hail Mary. This I actually read twice in the same month. I first read it in a physical book copy, and then I listened to the audiobook version, and oh my goodness, absolutely amazing. Amazing. And then we have Rose in Chains, which actually I didn't finish in April. I actually didn't finish it until June of this year. But since I already had this in here, I counted it towards April, and it only got a 3-star rating, so. But I will still be continuing the series just to see what happens. And then moving into May, I didn't actually get to read anything in May because I was still trying to get through Rose and Chains. So a little bit of a disappointing month, a lot worse from last year, but a lot was going on. So, of course, since my May was filled with lots of Project Hail Mary themed things, I used it as an opportunity to do another Project Hail Mary themed setup. And I love it. I love it. What can I say? Then we roll right into June. We only managed to get one book read, but honestly, that was a lot of a better improvement compared to May with literally nothing read. And then we had Coldwire. It was kind of hard for me to rate this one. It's either a 3.5, maybe 4-star read. It's still very hard for me to really pin a star rating down on this. And then now here we are at July, which technically we're at the end of July now, and I'm gonna have to come in here and fill it out soon. But so far for July, we have 2, maybe potentially 3 books read for this month. There's nothing really beyond this other than my spreads that I need to do, it's reading dump, so on and so forth. So this is what we're looking at currently. There might even potentially be a 3rd book in here since I did start reading it about a week ago. So that's the entirety of my reading journal so far. And I guess we'll see what it looks like at the end of the year. I'm very excited to see if I actually manage to completely fill this out and overflow into my other reading journal that I used for reading journal overflow, or if everything will perfectly fit in here. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed getting to take a look inside the reading journal and what I've got in here so far, and I'll see you in the next untimely video upload.